Thanks a lot, Kent. Senior night, 2023 tomorrow. Want to invite everybody out as we get to final opportunity to honor our seniors. Start with Parker Edwards. Have really enjoyed getting to coach him this season. Came over from southeastern Louisiana a couple years ago. Already has his degree in marketing at LSU and will complete his master's here in the spring. And just a high character young man, all about the team. Will go on to have great success in whatever avenue he so chooses. And then KJ Williams will be his last game here at LSU in the PMAC. Been an absolute privilege getting to coach him over the last 5 seasons. Just became the 123rd player in the history of college basketball to go over 2,000 points and 1,000 rebounds. I know he's most proud of crossing the century mark with over 100 wins and his 2 NCAA tournament wins in those appearances. So look forward to celebrating with him and his family tomorrow night as well.
Yeah, I mean, you touched on it a little bit there, but you've obviously had KJ around for quite a while now. Just what do you think he's meant to this first year with the program?
Well, I think selfishly for me, it's been a lot of fun to get to coach him and watch his growth and development over the years. I had a really good freshman year. He's 1 for 5 from 3-point range on the season, and now you see some of the games and the efficiency with which he shot from behind the 3-point arc and just the continued growth and development of his game. He's a guy who's very unselfish. He's all about trying to impact winning. And while I know he would have liked to have done more winning this season, I think he's really been able to create value for himself as he moves forward with his professional career starting this spring.
Where did you see him? I mean, here is you had him for 4 years, and then you have him here. Where did you see him maybe develop maybe a little more this year? In what area did he do that? And did you see him kind of maybe mentoring the 2 bigs? You got the young kids, Jalen and Sean. Did you see him try to help them a little?
Yeah, I think his growth and development this season specifically, just the continued versatility to his game. I think you've seen him be able to score in the post and garner double team coverage inside. He's, I think, improved his passing out of the post in those situations as well. You've seen him be able to put the ball on the floor and get to the basket and finish plays. And then just the consistency with which he shot the ball from behind the 3-point arc at 6'10", 250 pounds has been really impressive. And I think for the younger guys, he's provided a model of the process, that it doesn't happen overnight. I think he averaged around 6 points a game as a freshman and goes on to cross the 2,000-point mark, over 1,000 rebounds. The development of his game on the perimeter, I think he has set a good example there.
He just told us that you recruited him when he was 16. Did you see him blossoming into this type of player? And then also with transfer portal and everything and guys moving so much, how special is it to have a guy for that long underneath you in this game?
Yeah, probably going to be pretty rare in college basketball moving forward. We had the opportunity to recruit him for two years and then to coach him with the COVID bonus year 5. So, we had high hopes for him when we signed him. Loved his versatility and ability at 6'9". He grew another inch when he got to Murray State. Continued to get stronger. Got to go to had 16 points in an NCAA tournament win as a true freshman, and I thought it just got better every year. If you study the numbers, he's shown consistent improvement from buying into the process, the hard work that is required.
There's only 60 picks in the NBA draft. Do you see him maybe getting a chance, or he's going to have to pay his dues in the G League maybe? But do you see him as a potential pro later?
Yeah, great question, Sheldon. I haven't paid attention to any of the mock drafts or any of those type things at this point in the season. But I think as you look at the evolution of the game and the value of three-point shooting, you don't see many traditional back to the basket post players in today's game anymore. his ability to shoot the ball from the perimeter, in addition to just all the things he can do, will allow him to play this game for a long time. I think a lot of that will depend on how the workouts go this spring with the NBA teams. But I do think he's taken advantage of the opportunity to play against some of the best front court players in America this year in the SEC, and has delivered at a high level.
Yeah, just coming off the Ole Miss game with 2 games left, just how are y'all continuing to instill y'all's defensive, identity and just culture just moving forward?
Well, we took a step backward there Saturday. I think we've talked about this quite a bit. When you've seen us have success this season, the offense and defense have worked together. You look at Vanderbilt last Wednesday, we only had 7 turnovers. We took high-quality shots. We got the ball where it needed to go. We were aggressive off the dribble, getting to the free throw line. We go 21 of 27 there. And what that enabled us to do on the defensive end, while Vandy still scored the ball, we didn't give up easy baskets off our turnovers. Because we didn't take bad shots, we weren't in disadvantaged transition break opportunities where it's difficult to stop teams. And unfortunately, we went backwards there on Saturday after getting off to the 15-8 lead. Some turnovers led to easy baskets. It was actually a fairly even game on the turnovers, but Ole Miss scored 16 points off our turnovers. We only scored 4 off of theirs. And then poor shots selection put us in disadvantaged transition defensive situations that really hurt us. And I guess the final piece of that would be really the balance. Brakefield, I thought, dominated the game at the 4 spot off the dribble, which then in turn opened up some 3-point opportunities for them. And Morrell and Abrams stepped up and knocked them down at a high level there in the second half. Didn't get enough stops, bottom line, in the second half. We scored 43 points in the second half, shot over 50% from the floor. That should be good enough on the road, but we didn't get enough stops to give ourselves a chance.
Coach, with how tough this season's been, I'm sure you've had tough seasons at Murray State like this. How will sort of the transfer portal and recruiting, how is that sort of impacted by this? Like, what is the sell to players after tough seasons like this?
Yeah, fortunately, I hadn't had losing streaks like this before, and it has certainly been challenging. I think the goal is you learn a lot from it, and changes that need to be made as you go forward. I really, as far as the all-encompassing evaluation of the season and how we need to approach the portal and all those things, have not in a position to comment on all of that right now. The focus right now is just trying to find a way, to go 1-0 and win another game. But after the season, certainly we'll evaluate and have very open discussions in here as to how we'll move forward.